Welcome to Too Hot to Sip podcast. Your host Diana is bringing you all the news stories and hot topics you can't resist. Whether it's trending tea or real life truths, we're diving in with a fresh perspective, ready to sip, spill, and savor every bit. So, grab your cup, settle in, and let's get into what's too hot to ignore.
Well, good morning, you guys. How everyone is doing? I hope everyone is doing having a great day, this beautiful Thursday. Over here in Miami, it's cold as shit, okay? I got out thinking everything was like cool and whatever. Bitch, it was cold, okay? It's 57 degrees right now, and it's like 7:39 a.m. And I'm like, what's going on? What is going on, Miami? But you already know Miami is always bipolar, so it's nothing new. I just pray to God that I don't be sick. But anywho, let's move on, okay? Because we got some serious shit to talk about. And I don't really do too much of like the drama between couples and whatever, because we never know the true story. We never know what is really going on in a relationship. We only see what is being created by other news people, and people that's reporting. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, my favorite couples, Remy Ma and Papoose, have been having this strange marriage for like damn near 2 years, or probably 3, right? And it all started off with Remy Ma and her ciphers that she was always holding and whatever. And apparently there was this quote unquote Papoose lookalike, right? Now it's been created out here in social media that she's been cheating on Papoose with this gentleman. And we haven't heard nothing from her and saying, that ain't fucking true. Don't leave me with this man. He's just my worker. He's just da 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 da. Right? Don't say nothing. But the guy want to come out and say a whole bunch of shit. Well, try to say a whole bunch of shit. Then we heard Papoose was trying to fight the lookalike, right? And allegedly. And it's just been quiet, right? Now, the whole thing is, social media had always loved Papoose, right? Papoose could do no wrong because it was so rare to find a man that would literally hold a woman down. Like, the way that Papoose hold Remy down was crazy. Like, you have never heard or seen anything like it. So when it came to Remy Ma and Papoose, and mostly Papoose, everybody was down with Papoose. You know what I'm saying? We had no issue. We had no disrespect for Papoose. Like, anybody try to disrespect Papoose, everybody will come out and fuck the other person that's trying to mess with Papoose. You know what I'm saying? But now, it seemed like 2024, according to Cat Williams, bitch, a whole bunch of shit is just being spilled out. Things that we was not expecting have been spilling out. And I don't know if Cat Williams is a prophet, bitch, but 2024 was a wild fucking year for celebrities. Okay? For celebrity, high known people in society, and so on. So, early in the morning, when I say early, it was like 2 a.m. Okay? Wherever you at. According to North Carolina, I believe they the same timestamp like Florida, probably an hour or 30 minutes before or after. We noticed that Remy Ma was crashing out. Okay? Crashing the fuck out. And I'm confused because I'm like, wait, Remy Ma never really say shit. Like, she never really talks about any drama that she's going through or whatever, unless it's a rap beef, then we hear it in the music. We never hear it past that. You know what I'm saying? It's never like personal. She never posted on her social medias and talk shit and whatever. But I guess she had the time last night, 4 hours ago. So, with that being said, I am going to read what Remy Ma had posted because she posted a text, and I believe this is a text from her and Pap. She also commented, right? So, here it is. Let's read the text. The text read in blue, meaning that is Pat texting her, right? So, in short, it says, but that's okay. We are human beings. No human is gonna be able to report their every move. You see nothing wrong with that? Then she replied, you take accountability. You are the one who is married. Exclamation mark. If you can at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or to communicate you fell asleep in the Sprinter. Then Papoose replied, after the I'm going to a Christmas party at the office. The CEO asked me to come last week. You don't know that, do you? And then she replied, Pap, I don't care. You don't have to tell me nothing. That's what she meant. So, with that, there's a few things I wanted to point out in that text message before I read the comment that she said below. Right? Okay. So, in the text message, Papoose, I don't know, he seemed like he was playing the field when he said humans are being humans, da da da. That means, first of all, when he say that, that means he's lying. He's lying and he's cheating. Okay, that's number one. Okay, like that is the world communication of bitch. You don't need to know where I'm at. Okay, all the fucking time. Like bitch, I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, and when you say that, that means you cheating. Okay, that's number one. Number two is Remy Ma. Now, for me, I do like when a guy asks me, did you make it home safe? You know, just to make sure, like, it made me feel like you was worried about my safety. You worried about, like, make sure I don't get into a car accident. Make sure nobody try to jump me and, you know, da-da-da-da. It made me feel like if something happened, you know, you'll be on it. You'll, you know, do what you need to do as a human being. Not as a man, but a human being, like, if I didn't make it home safe coming from you, you know, leaving your house, leaving your presence, da-da-da-da, right? So I understand Remy Ma when it comes to that. Like, you leaving my home or you leaving an area that you told me that you was at and I didn't hear from you. Like, that makes me concerned. Like, are you okay? What happened to you? Like, I didn't hear from you. Like, da-da-da-da, right? But then again, she comes with, if you're not going to sleep on the phone with me, I was very confused. What does that mean? Like, that was so middle school. That was so freaking middle school. It's not even high school anymore. That was so middle school, okay? Sleep on the phone with you? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand that. Like, that's doing too much for me. You know? Like, girl, you could have just said, you could have texted me. You could have gave me a quick call, say that you made it. You know, we could have chatted a little bit. We could have figured out, you know, whatever, just to make my sanity feel good. Like, okay, he made his home. He's talking to me. Everything is good. Blah, blah, blah. But sleeping on the phone, girl, bye. Then she's saying, if you're not gonna be with me in person, and that kind of made me cringe a little bit. Like, what the fuck do you mean if he's not gonna be with you in person? Like, what is going on? Like, is it for real y'all getting a divorce? Like, is it for real that he's actually cheating and you know he's with another chick? Like, it's so much going on within that text message she just said. It makes you question a lot of shit. Now, I'm not saying Remy Ma is, you know, innocent in this situation, because if the facts is true, in which we're going to talk about Papoose' response, she's been, you know, doing her own thing. Now, there have been a lot of talk in the street saying that ever since Remy Ma lost her weight, and her career did not take off as she expected to. Excuse me. She felt as if, what they call like a man midlife crisis is the same thing for a woman. She was going through that. And I guess she just had a midlife crisis with everything. Like, first of all, she haven't been with any other man, allegedly, besides Papoose. And, getting out of prison for all these years, seeing the new era that she's in, excuse me, my God. Seeing that the music industry totally changed, so she's stepping into something new that she is not familiar with, right? And everything looked like glitz and glamour all over again for her. You know what I'm saying? She feel like she didn't accomplish what she wanted to accomplish. Midlife crisis, she's, did what she had to do. She wanted to lose the weight. She lost the weight. She wanted to look better. She did. She's dressing like the new era. She's doing new business ventures. She's seeing new people. She's around new guys, and etc. And you know what? Let me stop here and let me put my little 2 cents in. The new guys in this generation, then the past generation, bitch, there's a big difference on how they look. I'm not gonna even lie. This new generation of men, they look good. And you would think you will only see them in magazines. Now, I'm not saying the Papoose lookalike look good. To me, no, I would rather stick with Papoose 100 times over. But I could understand the temptation because these new guys, child, they look, bitch, straight out of a magazine, like something unattainable. Okay, that's how good they're looking. Back then, you had like a few of them. You had like a Morris Chestnut. You had them guys. Like they was good looking, but they was not like, ooh, straight out of a magazine, like bam. But they was good looking. But that's neither here or there. Excuse me. Oh my God. But I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you being locked up in this confined area, only seeing the same particular people every fucking day for many of years, nothing have changed, nothing look different. And then you step out into the real world and you realize, damn, like I really like skip a century. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm in the future and everything looks so freaking brand new. Everything changed around me. Music sounds are totally different. And and then you battling out with the top girl of the century is and losing to that really kind of will crush your self-esteem a bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, well, that should make you cheat and, cheat on the man that you've been with for many of years, the one that held you down, took care of you when you was in prison, make sure you was good, fight for you for your release, making sure you don't violate your probation, the whole 9 yard. And, just because you in your midlife crisis, your husband should be okay with you cheating. Now, as we all know, Papoose, even with that, he still held her down with that. With the news of her cheating and this and that and whatever, still held her down. I guess he got to a breaking point where he's like, well, what the fuck? If you still gonna keep this nigga around you and you still gonna be messing with this nigga and you trying to tell me, no, you're not fucking him, then, bitch, I'm finna do the same shit. He's right on his own terms, bitch. Okay? He's right on his own term. If he felt that's the way he needs to move, he's right on his own terms. Okay? And he ended up finding another lookalike to Remy Ma, right? But she's a professional boxer. Now, I don't know. There's a lot of comments, saying there's a difference between, street fighting in professional fighting. And there is, but sometimes some street fighting could knock out some boxers. I just tell you that right now. That's my opinion. But let's move on. I want to read what she had wrote underneath, right? So into response of, showing the text, she wrote underneath saying, Papoose, dumbass, fell asleep on the phone with Claressa, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, and laughing emoji, laying in my house. He refused to leave. This bitch supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary as she hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Now, I'm telling everything, and baby girl, you not the only one. Oops. Right? I guess Papoose have more than just one little mistress, right? Because apparently what I heard, I couldn't find it. Claressa did respond to Remy Ma, right? And saying that, why are you so upset when you have two boyfriends and he have one girlfriend? And she said, if he have, many other girlfriends, why are you messaging me? Why are you tagging me? And it's understandable. Like, for me, I would have responded. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you trying to expose something, but you actually exposing your husband. You're not exposing me. Yeah, I may be wrong because I'm messing around with a married man that have not divorced you, but apparently he's telling me that he's separated from you. Y'all living in two different homes and etc. Because guys always fucking lie. I hate when y'all always try to blame the other woman. Guys fucking lie. You never know what the guy has said to her ears, selling her dreams and hopes. And sometimes them shit don't come true. Now, she should have been smart and she should have known the game, right? And let's clarify this. You are not a girlfriend. I'm sorry. That man is still married. He's still married. Okay, so what does that tell you in the name of Wine with Tasha? You are a mistress, okay? Know your title very well. Okay, you are a mistress. Now, what type of position of a mistress you is, that's between you and Papoose, okay? But you are a mistress. You are intervening into a marriage that have not been legally separated. So, you are a mistress, honey girl, okay? And you're young. You're in your 30s. You still got life. You still got, hopes and dreams. And honestly, yeah, Papoose in the world eyes, as what we knew him for, seemed like a very good guy. But behind closed door, we do not know this man, okay? And this is where you got to put your knowledge into shit. You know what I'm saying? So, apparently, you guys, Papoose responded to Remy Ma because I guess after Claressa responded to Remy Ma, he must have talked to Claressa to remove it because I don't see her response anymore. But Papoose done respond, right? And this is what he wrote. He said, sad to say that at Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I'm finally moved on, she's playing the victim. I have requested a divorce numerous of times. She rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. She has to go to school. As you can now see, I remain quiet through this all. Now, let's talk about Papoose' response. Several things. Several things. He said a lot. He's saying that Remy Ma is a narcissist. Now, my whole thought about this is, Papoose, you've been with this lady for well over a decade. You knew her for a while. So now that you're claiming her as a narcissist because Now that you plotting and cheating and scheming, right, and lying, and you're not saying shit. I mean, I kind of understand where Remy Ma is coming from. Like, come on, man. I did my dirt and whatever, and and I'm trying to, clean it up if I am, or let it be what it is, or we're making the move to not do shit about it. Why the fuck are you calling me a narcissist? You know what I'm saying? When you clearly doing your dirt and you doing it behind the scenes so you could keep looking good in front of, the masses, right? And it's unfair to be calling me a narcissist. Bitch, no, you doing wrong too, bitch. You doing dirt, honey. So let's not do that. Then he said that she has cheated repeatedly. Now, this is the big question. Is it cheated repeatedly with the same guy or multiple guys? We need to know that. We need to know that fact, because now I'm kind of confused. Like, and when was this time frame? Like, when did she start cheating? You know what I'm saying? Like, Papoose, you could have gave us a little bit more on that. Then he said, I asked for a divorce numerous of times. Bitch, you don't need to ask for a divorce. You could go to the court and file a divorce. Just like Unwind with Tasha K clearly said, you don't have to ask. If you're really done and through with that person, you just go to the court and sign a divorce and, present it to the person so they could file. You know what I'm saying? But you're asking. So that means you really don't want to divorce her. It seems as if you're trying to see, like, where she's at mentally with the marriage. Like, is she okay with divorcing, or, like, let's figure it out? Like, you in that middle part and you trying to see where she's flowing. And knowing Remy Ma, she's not going to divorce, bitch, unless you're going to file. And if you really want to move on, like you said, you should have filed for a divorce. Have it legally recorded that you tried to move on, right? Then I understand with, social media thing. Listen, there's two aspects to that. One, when a person say that, is two things for me. Is you're doing dirt and you don't want your dirt to be exposed, or you're a private person and you just really don't want your business like that out in the streets. But according to everything that has been spewing, you doing dirt, and you just don't want your dirt to be spilled out because your reputation is on the line, because everybody view you as this good guy. And that kind of disgusts me, because if you're such a good guy, you would have done a good guy thing, right? Okay, my wife cheated on me several times. We had conversation. We tried to fix it, and it's still not working. We went to counseling. We went to therapy. We tried to fix our marriage. We try to see what we can do, because it's something that she's going through internally that I cannot fix, right? But for me, I cannot handle my wife sleeping around doing what she pleased with other men. And the best way for me to love her and the best way for me to help her out is dissolving this marriage so that it don't continue to hurt me and it don't continue to hurt her, and for her to figure out what she truly wants in life. And if we come to a point where we want to come back together, then we both have something to work on, right? Before we could get back together and get married again. And I think that would have been the right thing to do than cheating back. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, I really don't know how this is going to end, but it's not looking too good. But at the same time, I don't see them, just like Unwind with Tasha K, I don't see them divorcing. I don't see them leaving each other. You know what I'm saying? They that type of couple. They will go through shit, and at the end, they'll make it through and they'll see the light and everything will be fixed. And right now, we're just in that patch where they just going through shits. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Prayers to their marriage, prayers to their kids. I hope they figure it out. But girl, she got me fucked up. Did she just really just hit my? Oh, it's okay. I figured. Thank you. Have a good one.